I think the best way for us to kind of extract ourselves from this life of falsehood that we can live without realizing that we're living is that we have to have a clear belief that Jesus calls us to a mission and to a ministry. As Christians, that's the thing that we order ourselves around, right? I have a clear picture of the life that Jesus is calling me to, a clear picture of where I am, of who I have in my life, of the physical ways he's asked me to live this out. Jesus says, do not swear falsely. And he's using legal language. It says to commit perjury. If any of y'all are involved in the legal community, you know how serious perjury can be. It's when a lie becomes a chargeable offense. It says, don't willingly lie. Don't put yourself in these situations. And one of the ways we do this is we exercise out how we live and in who we are inside of a community that's focused on bringing this kingdom in together. In our membership vows, we went through our charter member meetings a couple of months ago. We have another member class coming up later on in the year, but there's 5 vows to membership in United Methodist Church that we pledge: our prayers, our presence, our gifts, our service, and our witness. The 5 parts of our life that we pledge to God, that we also pledge to the spiritual community where we feel called to work out his mission. Jesus said this in Matthew 5:14 through 16. He said, you are the light of the world, like a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp and puts it under a basket. Instead, a lamp is placed on a stand where it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your good deeds shine out for all to see so that everyone will praise your heavenly Father. And this is just a restating of the original mission that God gave his people thousands of years before this. So your job, you've got one job, is to simply be a beacon of my goodness, to be a beacon of my truth, to be a beacon of my faithfulness, to be a beacon of my trustworthiness. That's your job. To be in a place where this is lived out in public. It's not a private thing, it's a public thing, and that this is going to shine for all to see. So think about this. What would happen if we realize how we inadvertently can be living false lives simply by having just too much junk going on for us to always be telling the truth? This is one of those mature discipleship conversations, when we get to the point where no, we're going to continue to dig deeper and deeper and deeper into what Jesus is asking us to do. But think how this type of truthfulness can transform your life, can transform the lives of those you love the most, and they can just transform the lives of those you work with and are around. Imagine how powerful just doing what you say you're going to do can change things. Just think about that. It's huge. We can't crawfish out of this. It's a public commitment that we make to the adherence of this way that Jesus says to live this life out. That we're going to show the truth of who God is by acting out that truth in our own life. If we say God is trustworthy, but we're not trustworthy, how good of a job are we doing showing that out? Our greatest threat, and I've learned this in about 20 years of working in churches, I've learned this. Our greatest threat behind the idol of just personal preference is our failure to create a kingdom priority in our life.